Chicago and the Philippines. A comprehensive review of the week's special community events, featuring many exciting personalities, handled by the most professional Chicago Philippine Reports TV staff.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Chicago Philippine Reports TV, still the #1 Filipino show in the Midwest. I'm Girly Pascual. Welcome to our show. Today we have all the top stories from the Philippines. We also have what's happening in our own Filipino-American community of Chicago. We have interesting interviews led by our very own executive producer, Miss Veronica Layton. We have Bridget Cotero Carino. All these are coming up and more afterward from our sponsors. Please stay with us.
Yan! Dito na! Perfect!
The battle lines are drawn between the executive secretary and a Batangas lawmaker. The conflict ignited after Batangas 1st District Representative Leandro Leviste took to the House plenary on Tuesday, accusing Executive Secretary Ralph Recto of leveraging his cabinet position to influence DPWH funding.
Sa aming dinner noong April 16, inalok ako ni Congressman Garjola na magpartner sa kanya at kay Secretary Recto sa pagnenegosyo sa DPWH sa aking distrito. Sa sistema raw na ginagawa nila noon pa sa Lipa at sa ibang mga bayan. Tukuyin ang mga lugar para sa mga road opening ng DPWH. Sabihan ko daw sila pag meron akong mga nakita para makasama sila sa bilihan ng lupa.
Leviste further alleged that Recto's support for bypass roads in Lipa was conditional, claiming the executive secretary would pressure landowners to sell portions of their property at a low price before funding was approved. He also linked Recto to CWS party list representative Edwin Garjola, a contractor previously flagged by the Independent Commission for Infrastructure.
Iba't ibang mga tao ay nagkwento din sa akin na gawain ni Recto ito. Kung lehitimo man ito, mabuti at maging transparent si Secretary Recto sa kanyang yaman. At kung ang ginagastos ni Kong Garjola para sa kampanya nila ay may kaugnayan sa pagiging contractor ni Garjola sa Batangas.
The retaliation from the executive secretary was swift and scathing. Recto dismissed Leviste as a national inventor of lies and countered with his own bombshell, a 1 billion peso bribery attempt. Recto claims Leviste previously offered 400 million pesos to bribe a political rival to withdraw and later made a 1 billion peso offer to convince Recto's wife, Governor Vilma Santos Recto, to step aside. Recto further alleged that Leviste's true motive is to usurp thousands of hectares of sugar lands in Nasugbu. The tension spilled over into the House floor, but not everyone was on Leviste's side. Several lawmakers took offense when Leviste's speech appeared to generalize the chamber as being involved in vote buying.
And I was asking him about his claim, the general claim, that everybody in this hall has engaged in vote buying. So I was telling him, can you please withdraw that particular portion because we find it offensive.
The backlash resulted in a rare and drastic move, a motion to strike Leviste's entire privileged speech from the House records.
The speech by the good congressman from Batangas doesn't appear to be a speech relating to personal and collective privilege. It has branched out to matters that are outside of it. So I think even that this particular speech in its entirety should be stricken off the record.
The ayes have it. Said the motion is now approved.
Sorry, I object.
Mr.
I think there were
Speaker.
a lot of nays as well. Can we have a roll call vote?
Session suspended. Wala, nag-rule na.
Batangas 6th District Representative Ryan Recto also defended his father, the executive secretary.
Their association is purely professional, as Congressman Gadjola is also a member of the House of Representatives and a fellow Batangueño.
Despite this, Leviste continued posting photos of Recto and Garjola together. Leviste also vehemently denied Recto's statements, calling them baseless. While the House moves to bury Leviste's privileged speech, the Commission on Elections says it is open to investigating the mutual allegations of vote buying, though it noted that no formal complaints have been filed. Meanwhile, the Presidential Communications Office is keeping its distance, describing the row as a personal dispute.
Kung meron man silang personal na alitan, sa kanilang dalawa na lamang po yun.
MSCI's gauge for Asian equities advancing 2.3% to an all-time high Wednesday, boosted by tech shares and renewed optimism for the AI trade. Here at home, Philippine shares are up, supported by net foreign buying to the tune of 130 million pesos.
Investors continue to be optimistic on the local equity market, looking at some opportunities there. Well, today, I think it was driven by just one stock again as of yesterday. So it's really ICT that drove the market highs again. It reached all-time high again, and I think together with AC Energy has also reached all-time high again. So I think there are pockets of interest.
In corporate news, SM Prime's premium residential brand, the Signature Series, is starting the transformation work at Susana Heights Village, with the first phase focused on the redevelopment of the main clubhouse and the addition of covered tennis courts, an indoor air-conditioned basketball court, a fitness gym, a social hall, and a chapel. The enhancements will be rolled out in phases starting the third quarter of this year. In the earnings stream, Integrated Microelectronics reporting improved profitability and margin expansion in the first quarter despite pockets of market softness in the industry. Net income rose 35% to $4.5 million, even as revenue slightly dipped to $220 million from $248 amid a continued sluggishness in some mobility-related segments. The company is citing increased operating profitability and reduced financing costs. Meanwhile, RL Commercial REIT or RCR delivers solid Q1 performance with net income jumping 41% to $2.4 billion, driven by assets infused in 2025 and sustained high occupancy levels of 96%. Revenues also up 51% to $3.4 billion. Still in REITs, the REIT vehicle of Double Dragon, reporting bottom line grew by 25% to 3.88 billion pesos as total revenues rose 20% to 4.5 billion. And finally, chemicals and food ingredients manufacturer DNL Industries reporting net income grew 5% to 717 million pesos in Q1, or 12% up quarter on quarter on improved margins.
Dito na! Perfect!
It's more fun in the Philippines.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. Guess what? They want your money and they can take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter right over here that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you right now. So what do? You fight back by letting our team of experts work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And hey, we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws, and we'll fight really hard to save your money. So if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket. 5 minutes of your time right now can save you thousands of dollars. And the best part, it's a free call, so please call right now.
In times of economic uncertainty and chaos, your money means nothing. You may not even be able to get it from your bank or ATM. And the money you do have in the stock market will go down and down and down. It's happened during every economic cycle, and it will happen again. What you can bank on is gold and silver. Gold and silver have been a reliable and trusted form of currency for thousands of years. Gold and silver have never been worth zero, and typically gold holds its value and sometimes grows during economic turmoil. Call the Gold Hotline now and learn how to protect your money and your assets with gold and silver. And learn how to set up a new IRA or roll over your current one into a gold-backed IRA. Protect your money from the next market crash with gold and silver. Call now for your free gold guide.
Do you need to get your hands on some extra money right now? Maybe $25,000 or more? If you're a homeowner, now is the perfect time to get cash out. While homes in many neighborhoods like yours have gone up in value, you can use the money for anything. It's yours. You can buy an investment property, pay for college, pay off higher interest debt, or make home improvements. A cash out refinance is the perfect solution to get the cash you need. If you need $25,000, $50,000, or even $100,000, now's the time. Home values are up, and so is your equity. We offer you a way to use it. No need to sell your home or use your savings. Call New American Funding now and speak to a cash out refi specialist and see how much cash out you can get.
Call New American Funding at 855-332-3929. That's 855-332-3929. Call 855-332-3929.
Via Times, vital news, vibrant views for the Filipino Asian communities in Chicago. Via Times for your most interesting and exciting reading and your party coverages. Via Times has very interesting columnists. You name it, Via Times has it. Law, Filipino news, dentistry, immigration, humor, serious opinions, health, beauty, mysticism, Bata Corner, showbiz, and intelligently written editorials. Call Via Times at 773-866-0811.
Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat and welcome to Veronica's segment of the show. Today, I have a very exciting, very young guest in this show today, and his name is Chris Cardenas. Did I pronounce it right? Cardenas or Cardenas? Cardenas. and he is a very active young leader here in our community of Chicago, Illinois, the Filipino American. And Chris Cardenas has something to bring to our community, and with that we're going to be talking about today. And welcome to our show, Chris.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Veronica, for having me. I appreciate the very nice introduction. My name, hi everyone. I would like to say out loud that I'm proud to be one of the strongest leader in Filipino American basketball in Chicago. And my organization name is Cultura Basketball Association. I would like
Is it Cultura Nation?
Cultura. The Facebook name, to make it easier to remember, is Cultura Nation, but the official organization name is Cultura Basketball Association.
Cultura Basketball Association.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, which Chris has founded and will be talking to us about it. Okay, welcome to our show, Chris. Okay, what is this Cultura Basketball Association? What is this all about?
Yeah, this is all about putting all together the strongest teams against each other, playing very competitive. I have visitors coming from New York, Ohio, Memphis, St. Louis, Indiana. They're all from Filipino American community, and it's all about having a camaraderie, fellowship, having fun at the same time, and showing to our community that we have some basketball talents, especially the younger ones. This is all about sportsmanship, friendship, and at the same time to show the people that we have best talents out here in Chicago and all around the United States. That's why we call it Cultura, because the basketball in the Philippines and United States is being part of our culture. That's why that's the first name, Cultura Basketball Association. And this started about 5 years ago in 2021 in a different name called Sunday Bowlers Club. That was part of the history of Cultura, and it started after the pandemic in early months of 2021, some of my friends wanted me to make a tournament. And I said, no, 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 I cannot do that. I have the passion for basketball, but unfortunately, I don't have the time to deal with that. And some of them suggested to do it annually. So I gave it a try back in June 5 and 6, 2021. Luckily, I had some visitors all over United States, and I made it. I made it. The people was very happy, and I decided to do it every year. And every year, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's an honor for me to have Miss Veronica and Via Times and Chicago Media Reports TV to give me exposure. Not only me, but especially the Filipino American businesses such as Pinoy Grill, Chicken Ati-Atihan. I got support from Crabs and Creams, Elizalde Med Spa, ATNF Home Care, AcuCare Home Health Services, um, uh, VRC Massage and Wellness, and many more sponsors that help me to make this event be successful. And looking forward in the future, we wanna do it in United Center, hopefully one day, because we played it before. But right now, on June 13, 14, 2026, I would like to invite everyone to come in and see what kind of tournament I'm running. And you guys are gonna have fun because it's very competitive. I have 5 divisions. Open is for everyone. 6 feet and under, limited height for Filipino Americans. 32 years old and above, Filipino Americans. 40 years old and above, Filipino Americans. And of course, I have a youth division as well, 16 years old and under. So the reason I do this is to make sure the division on each level are fair to each other. Because I want them to be competitive, but at the same time, I want to give them a fair challenge. That's why we have this kind of different divisions.
Okay, Chris, let's track back.
Yes.
Okay, when you founded this organization, we can call it organization or club. It's a sports club. What was in your mind? Is it just because of passion that you love basketball? Is it because you like to serve the community? Is it because you want to network with our young kababayans or even older kababayans? What is really the purpose of this group?
I have a multiple purpose. First of all, I want everyone to get connected through basketball networking. I get connections all over United States, all over Chicago, and we help each other to grow. We learn from each other from any kind of business. Second of all, it's an honor to serve Filipino community in Chicago, not only in Chicago. Like I said earlier, a lot of people from coming from other states. I'm very happy to help them out. I feel them very happy, especially the life in United States is all you do is work most of the time, school work. So this opportunity for them to have some good time, give them a break from their jobs, schools is very good for their mental health, emotional health, and physical health. And the third one is my passion. This is the reason. This is one of the biggest reasons. That's why I still do this because I couldn't play basketball anymore due of my knee surgery on my left knee. However, it doesn't stop me to have a passion in basketball. At least I could organize a big tournament. At least I could see these guys learning and especially showing the talents and I'm hoping that one day one of these kids or one of these guys will be able to play in PBA Philippines, Philippine Basketball Association, or anywhere in UAAP, NCAA in the Philippines in college, and I'll be proud to say that they used to play for my tournament.
So you want it to be also a training ground for the young people out there.
Yes, that will be part of it, and also we are planning to start a basketball camp for our Filipino American community. And how I'm gonna do that? Of course, I have to expose myself. I have to expose my organization, Cultura. So in that way, I get to know each other, and who's ever interested, and I have a network already, and then I can start the basketball camp to help to improve their game, improve their knowledge, abilities, skills, their strength, and especially I want to focus in Chicago because I'm hoping that one day we will have represent a Filipino, full-blooded Filipino American to play in the NBA. That's one of my dreams. That's why I'm gonna continue this as much as I can. So hoping one day someone's gonna step in the NBA. I will be proud to say, "Hey, he used to play for my tournament." You know, he's from Chicago or anywhere in the United States, but he used to play in Cultura. So yeah, that's kind of a little bit of everything, but the most important is the passion. The passion is still there. I'm doing all the work the best I can, get all the help from these sponsors to give very nice awards. Not only on the awards is to give a quality tournament, get the quality referees, make sure I have enough scorekeepers, make sure I'm able to pay the videographers, photographers, because it's not just about competition. It's making memories to each other. You know, imagine after the tournament, they can look back. Oh, I was that guy 10 years ago. Oh, I used to play there. You know, I could see my highlights. Oh, I did well in last tournament. You
Shall
know,
say, shall we say, it's not only a passion for you, Chris. It's not only a passion. I could see there that it's a love for your culture, the love of the Philippines, um, because the Philippines really top sports or favorite sports is basketball. Okay, you grow up there and you love the culture, isn't it?
yes, that's
Why
right.
you name it,
Absolutely,
you said that's why you name it cultura.
absolutely,
So
yes.
you are still, the way I see it, you are really very much involved or in love with the Philippine culture, not only with your passion for basketball. You are you what you're doing is really establish something that you love, and it's really connected with the Filipino culture. That's how you are, right, Chris?
That's right. And thank you so much for mentioning those good words. I appreciate it a lot. In fact, I could show you this one of the awards because of the sponsors. I was able to buy this, and this costs $150 each.
Wow,
And I have five divisions. Yes,
beautiful,
and that's not only
beautiful.
that. I have champion shirts and the sponsors, logos, businesses are there, so I could give them exposure. You know, a token of appreciation, and medals, of course, and many more. So because of the help and the love from the Filipino community, I was able to make a very, very, very high quality tournament and to give these people a good experience. And not only that, I have some giveaways. I'm gonna surprise everyone before the game starts and the next day when the game is done. You know, just to give them souvenir, make them feel very welcome, and I want them to feel the love from me as well. You know, because I gotta that's one of my way to express my love language to the Filipino community.
I really, I really admire you, Chris, for what you're doing. And I can see through you. And that's very good. That's very admirable. I really wish you good luck and congratulate you for what you're doing. And please try to invite our community to your upcoming event.
Yes. Thank you so much, Miss Veronica. Yeah, I will be so happy if you guys can come out and support. Your moral support and your time and effort, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. And I will be forever grateful, especially to Via Times giving me a chance, opportunity to speak out about the upcoming event. That was very nice of you guys. Thank you so much for your support. I do appreciate it a lot. And for all my fellow Filipino Americans in Chicago, not only in Chicago, if you're somewhere here in Wisconsin, Indiana, or nearby states, if you ever see this video, please feel free to come in. It's in the venue will be, it's called the Club at Pyrie Stone. The address is 5050 Sedge Boulevard, Hoffman Estates, Illinois. Again, the address is 5050 Sedge Boulevard, Hoffman Estates, Illinois. It's not that too far from if you live in the north suburbs around Schaumburg, Mount Prospect, Elgin, Arlington Heights, Rolling Meadows. It's pretty close. If you ever have some questions or concerns, reach out. Chris Cardenas, 224-645-3395. Once again, my phone number is 224-645-3395. Or you can reach out at Facebook Cultura Nation, Facebook page Cultura Film and Basketball Tournament, Instagram Cultura Basketball Association. Any of the social medias works, and I do the best I can to respond immediately. And like I said, if you guys can show up, it's a very meaningful event. It's not just a basketball. It's about uh, showing the love and the support for the Filipino American community and the Filipino culture. Sunday, we will have some street foods. Pinoy Grill will be there. They're gonna have the food truck and some Filipino desserts, taho, um, a lot of ube cookies. It's not on top of my mind, but there's a lot of foods that will be vendors would sell out. Saturday, we have the fries and wings. They have very authentic Filipino flavors. Sisig wings, salted egg Filipino style wings, sinigang wings. These are very unique. And shout out to Fries and Wings, gold sponsor. Thank you so much for your support.
Sounds very exciting. All right. I can't wait. When is the date again?
June 13, 8 a.m. Also, before I forget, guys, we will have an opening ceremony. Miss Venice Nicole, she would sing the Star Spangled Banner, the national anthem of the United States. We have representative for Lupang Hinirang, Miss M.K. Jor Talento. She's gonna sing the Lupang Hinirang, the national anthem of the Philippines. If you guys can come out, this will give you goosebumps, and I'm very excited. This is one of part of our program. Also, during our program, during the game is on, we will have some game interviews. I have some people that I've paid for to do that, and if you're out there, I might get you for some interview. If you're interested, I'll be happy to do that for you. And it's not just a basketball. It's about good giving good entertainment to the people at the same time.
Sounds exciting. All right. And I really appreciate your gracing our show today. Maraming salamat. At can't wait to see you again.
I can't wait to see you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All right. Good luck. Good health. God
Thank you. Maraming salamat po. Via Times, Chicago Reports TV. I do appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
All right. Maraming salamat po sa inyong panonood. Ako po si Veronica. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye, Chris.
Bye.
I think the definition of greatness is to inspire the people next to you. I think that's what greatness is or should be. It's not something that lives and dies with one person. It's how can you inspire a person to then in turn inspire another person that then inspires another person. And that's how you create something that I think lasts forever. And I think that's our challenge as people, is to figure out how our story can impact others and motivate them in a way to create their own greatness.
Do you need to get your hands on some extra money right now? Maybe $25,000 or more? If you're a homeowner, now is a perfect time to get cash out. While homes in many neighborhoods like yours have gone up in value, you can use the money for anything. It's yours. You can buy an investment property, pay for college, pay off higher interest debt, or make home improvements. A cash-out refinance is the perfect solution to get the cash you need. If you need $25,000, $50,000, or even $100,000, now's the time. Home values are up, and so is your equity. We offer you a way to use it. No need to sell your home or use your savings. Call New American Funding now and speak to a cash-out refi specialist and see how much cash out you can get.
Call New American Funding at 855-332-3929. That's 855-332-3929. Call 855-332-3929.
This is a prayer and a reminder. All we have is now. Anak, umuwi ka na.
Worldwide this morning, growing concern over a growing health crisis.
The World Health Organization has just declared that this is a pandemic.
Hi. I can't hug you. Don't touch me.
Over the last several days, we have seen peaceful demonstrations.
Protest over police brutality continued here in Austin.
Remember when you started going to college? You came home a liberal?
Dad, please.
That's what we do to you guys in school.
All these people that we never met and never will meet because of what had happened to them. It's just too much.
The way that our family communicates is not necessarily, it's not great.
What advice would you give for those of us that are struggling?
Deal with it.
I think the norm for our communities has been to just stay silent and keep to your own business.
I could definitely be doing more than I'm doing right now, and I know that others can as well.
What if someone is called from God to be an activist?
I can answer that question.
Shouting revolution, oh wow, breaking each tradition.
You don't believe in the Black Lives Matter movement?
An advocacy group reporting at least 3,800 anti-Asian hate incidents since last March.
I'm kind of conflicted. I'm like, maybe I should move home and be here with them.
I hope that this moment makes you take a step forward and a step together in the right direction.
In order for a subject to not be taboo in our community, there always has to be someone to start that conversation.
Yeah. You speak up for me when I can't speak up for myself. And I've seen you do that for other people.
I see a lot of people who just kind of cut off friends and family, and I don't think I can do that. I love my parents.
This is a symbol of our voices. If you look at your neighbors around you, you will see who stands with you, who stands for you.
At least I know that you can stand up. That's the thing I'm so happy about.
It's more fun in the Philippines.
Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat and welcome to Veronica's segment of the show. Today, I have a very interesting young guest here, and I thought he was an older person with all his accomplishments. I really would like to welcome doctor, and he's a doctor, PhD, Yasufumi Nakamori. Did I say it right?
Yes.
Yasufumi Nakamori.
Yes.
Japanese. And we're going to be talking about Chinese personalities. Okay. Chinese
American.
Martin Wong is part Chinese, right?
Chinese American.
He is Dr. Nakamori is a curator, and he has published a book about some artists
I've
in
done,
Chinatown, right? In Chinatown?
well, let me just kind of step back a little bit.
Ah,
Martin Wong was Chinese American painter and poet. So, but he was like a third generation of Chinese American and never went to China. Didn't grow up
oh,
learning,
I see.
speaking, writing Chinese either.
Okay.
So, he was also very much multicultural person, uh,
Very interesting.
with an interest
That
in, all sorts of things
very interesting,
happening in
Dr. Nakamori.
San Francisco, New
No, we're
York.
gonna be today. We're going to be talking about Mr. Martin Wong exhibit. That Mr. Martin Wong is a recognized artist in Chinatown. And you have published a book about him. First thing, Dr. Nakamori, please introduce yourself first,
Sure, I'm
briefly.
Yasuhumi Nakamori. Uh, I write on modern contemporary global art and architecture. Um, I was curator for 15 years in the US, three museums, uh, Houston, Minneapolis, and later in London. I was a senior curator at the Tate Modern in London. Then I became a director of a museum called the Asia Society Museum in New York. I worked there for 2 years, and now I'm independent. And this exhibition, which I prepared based on research and lots of readings over 2 years, is finally happening at the Chicago's Right Hood 659. It's a wonderful museum in Lincoln Park neighborhood.
Okay, about Mr. Martin Wong that you have featured on your book, and also have you uh, of course you never met him in person. He's already passed away some time ago. And
Passed away in 1999. Yes,
yeah, and
close
his
to 30 years
works.
ago.
Can you please tell us about what kind of works did he do?
Sure. He was a primarily painter and also a ceramicist, sculptor. He also wrote a beautiful poetry. He was also collecting Asian calligraphy, East Asian calligraphy, and also American graffiti art. He was an artist, collector, and connoisseur of Asian art. Very interesting figure. He was active in 80s and 90s, starting in San Francisco. He was born in Portland, Oregon, though. He went to school in San Francisco, uh, Humboldt University, Northern California, and Berkeley. He worked in San Francisco, and also, he moved to New York City, I believe in late 78, I think. So he really was a painter in 80s and 90s until like 94 when he was diagnosed with HIV infection. So he moved back to San Francisco in 94. He painted for 5 years until the day before he passed in 1999. He painted often uh, cityscape, meaning Lower East Side in New York City and Chinatowns in San Francisco and New York. People, storefronts, architecture, and also celebrations of Chinatown, such as New Year parade. Really lively, beautiful, colorful paintings, which everybody loves.
Interesting. Very interesting. And do you go do you go around Chinatowns all over the country of just trying to know or feature uh, the artists that they
Sure.
have in their midst?
Yeah. I mean, Martin Wong was a painter of San Francisco and New York City, and Chinatown was very important subject for him. Yes, I began really paying attention to Chinatown wherever I travel. Maybe in Chicago or New York. That's where I'm based. London, Yokohama, Japan. I know Manila has a Chinatown too. So wherever I went, I paid attention to them. How their Chinese looking architecture were put together, what kind of things are being solved, what are the composition of the streets, right? Stores, people, restaurants. So I did pay attention to how Chinatown is being made in, wherever I went for the last couple of years.
All right. Have you featured any Filipino artist at all?
Yes, actually,
You have.
well,
Who is it?
well, it's actually interesting. It's a couple people. I mean, if you talk about sort of like a contemporary Filipino artist, right? Paul Pfeiffer is very important contemporary artist who works in film, sculpture, and also installation. He's based in New York City. He was born in Hawaii and spent time in Philippines. He's Filipino. Uh, Another, older artist, she'd half Filipino, half German, Catherine Wagner. Catherine Wagner, she's based in San Francisco. She's a photographer, a very important photographer from 80s. She's the one who told me about actually Filipino town in San Francisco. That was, I think that used to be in a location where the city hall of San Francisco stands now. So there's interesting sort of like a dynamism in a Filipino town in San Francisco, told by Catherine Wagner. There are many others. I mean, modernist painters. Uh, uh, you know, uh, I'm trying to think actually who'd be the ones well known. Zobel, Fernando Zobel. It's a very important modernist painter whose exhibition I saw at the Ayala Museum in December 2024. He was active in America, Philippines, and Manila, and he collected actually paintings by his contemporary Filipino artists. They were all in the collections of Ateneo de Manila University in Manila. So there are a lot of important Filipino artists,
No, we
I
have
paid
many.
attention. Hmm?
We have many artists.
Yeah, many of them. They
Yeah,
need to be shown. Yes.
yeah. Wow. Okay. So with okay, well, have you visited our Chinese museum here in Chicago?
I haven't. However, the right with 659, they're going to show Martin Wong show is going to have a program with Chinese American Museum in Chicago. There'll be a joint program in relation to the Martin Wong exhibition coming up.
All right. Okay. Very good. Okay. Okay. About your book about Mr. Martin Wong.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Can you, where can our viewing audience pick up a copy of your book?
Sure. It's well, it's a book. It's a catalog for the exhibition, and there are 6 scholarly written essays by professional writers, art historians, and curators on Martin Wong. It's a wonderful writing, together with the reproductions of all of the works to be shown in the exhibition. And it was co-published by Halstead A&A Foundation and also Gregory R. Miller, publisher.
Great, terrific.
It's a beautiful book designed
All
by
right.
a Chinese American designer.
Very good, very good. Can you send us a copy of your signed book?
I don't. I am just the editor, so I have a short introduction in a volume. Um, I don't know whether my signature, is
Okay,
worth it.
that's fine. Yeah, because it sounds very interesting. Well,
Great book, great read.
Mr. Nakamori, we thank you so much for gracing our show today and talking about your being a curator and about the talent of Mr. Martin Wong, a very famous Chinese artist.
Yes,
And so just keep us updated with the works that you've been doing.
yes.
And we wish you good luck.
Thank you so much, Veronica.
And thank you. Maraming salamat. Maraming salamat is thank you very much in our language.
Thank you.
And thank you. Thank you for gracing our show.
Okay.
Bye now. At maraming salamat po sa inyong panonood. Ako po si Veronica. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
We would like to welcome all of you to Baladna Jewelry. We have a very big selection of 21 karat gold jewelry imported from the Middle East, from Dubai, Saudi, and Bahrain. And we have a very big selection of diamond. We offer free financing for 6 months, and we have a layaway system which you can leave your stuff for 3 months. We repair gold and we buy old gold. Welcome to Baladna Jewelry.
Salamat po.
Good afternoon. This is Bridget Carino-Quetter bringing you this week's local news from our community. Illinois Environmental Protection Agency representatives from the Office of Environmental Education recently judged and selected 4 Illinois students to receive Environmental Excellence Awards at the annual Illinois Junior Academy of Sciences State Exposition. The competition is hosted by the Illinois Junior Academy of Science and was held at Southern Illinois University in Carbondale, April 24 through 25th, 2026. Almost 900 Illinois student projects were selected to advance to this year's state science fair. Criteria for the Environmental Excellence Award include addressing the prevention of pollution, the remediation of air, land, or water, analyzing the effect of pollution on our environment, or innovative ways to prevent or address contamination in the environment. 4 winners were chosen to receive an Environmental Excellence Award, which consisted of a medal, certificate, and a science kit to further their research. Representative Grace Meng, chair of the Congressional Asian Pacific American Caucus, and U.S. Senator Mazie K. Hirono led their colleagues in introducing a resolution marking May 2026 as Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. This resolution celebrates the many contributions of AA and HPI communities have made to the nation. This resolution also emphasizes the importance of celebrating diversity, especially at a time when programs supporting minority communities are under attack. May is Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, a time to honor our community's immeasurable contributions to our nation's history, culture, and prosperity, said Representative Grace May, chair of the Congressional Asian Pacific American Caucus. Whether your family passed through Ellis Island, immigrated to work on the sugarcane plantations of Hawaii, or fled war-torn areas as refugees, our stories are part of the American story and deserve to be told for generations to come. I am proud to co-lead this resolution with Senator Hirono to ensure our community's achievements are formally recognized in the halls of Congress, especially as we mark the 250th anniversary of the United States this year. Secretary of State Alexi Juniulius announced the opening of the office's first ever Business Services Center in downtown Chicago, bringing together key business-related services in a centralized, customer-focused location while reducing operational costs. Located on the first floor at 160 North LaSalle Street, the new Business Services Center reflects the office's continued efforts to modernize operations, improve accessibility, and better serve Illinois entrepreneurs, business owners, and residents requiring document authentication services. For the first time, we are creating a dedicated space focused on the needs of Illinois businesses and customers seeking critical document services, Juniulius said. By bringing business services and index services together under one roof, we are improving efficiency, reducing wait times, and making it easier for customers to access the services they need quickly and conveniently. Illinois' newly updated school vaccination coverage dashboard shows that coverage rates for all school-required childhood immunizations are holding steady compared to last year, and all but one of those immunizations is above the state's 95% coverage goal to optimize prevention of infectious disease spread. The dashboard is put together each year by the Illinois Department of Public Health, using data provided to the Illinois State Board of Education by pre-K to 12 schools and school districts across Illinois. Our latest school immunization numbers validate our efforts to make vaccines more accessible, said Governor J.B. Pritzker. I'm grateful to the Illinois Department of Public Health, the State Board of Education, school administrators, healthcare professionals, and families for their efforts to keep our state's youngest residents healthy, informed, and immunized. Spirit Airlines said on Sunday it had almost completely refunded passengers and returning its crew to their home bases following their decision to cease operations over the weekend. Spirit abruptly canceled flights early on Saturday morning, stranding passengers and staff around the U.S., the Caribbean, and Latin America, after collapsing under financial pressures that included a sharp rise in fuel costs due to the Iran war. The carrier had more than 4,000 domestic flights scheduled through May 15th, according to data from Aviation Analytics from Syria. Most customers who booked with credit or debit cards were refunded by Saturday evening, with a small percentage still being processed, the company said. A final group of about 1,500 crew members were rebased over the weekend. That's all for today. Thank you for watching our news this week. This is Bridget. See you next time.
This is a prayer and a reminder. All we have is now. Anak, umuwi ka na.
Worldwide this morning, growing concern over a growing health crisis.
The World Health Organization has just declared that this is a pandemic.
Hi. I can't hug you. Don't touch me.
Over the last several days, we have seen peaceful demonstrations.
Protests over police brutality continued here in Austin.
Remember when you started going to college? You came home a liberal?
Dad, please.
That's what we do to you guys in school.
All these people that we never met and never will meet because of what had happened to them. It's just too much.
The way that our family communicates is not necessarily, it's not great.
What advice would you give for those of us that are struggling?
Deal with it.
I think the norm for our community has been to just stay silent and like keep to your own business.
I could definitely be doing more than I'm doing right now, and I know that others can as well.
What if someone is called from God to be an activist?
I can answer that question.
Shouting revolution, oh wow, breaking each tradition.
You don't believe in the Black Lives Matter movement?
An advocacy group reporting at least 3,800 anti-Asian hate incidents since last March.
I'm kind of conflicted. I'm like, maybe I should move home and be here with them.
I hope that this moment makes you take a step forward and a step together in the right direction.
In order for a subject to not be taboo in our community, there always has to be like someone to start that conversation.
You speak up for me when I can't speak up for myself. And I've seen you do that for other people.
I see a lot of people who just kind of cut off friends and family, and I don't think I can do that. I love my parents.
This is a symbol of our voices. If you look at your neighbors around you, you will see who stands with you, who stands for you.
At least I know that you can stand up. That's the thing I'm so happy about.